Cook fired after serving. Luka Dončić. The outcome of the story will surprise you. The harsh buzz of her alarm clock jerked Ana Ramirez from her fitful sleep. She blinked away the fog of exhaustion, her eyes adjusting to the dim light filtering through the threadbare curtains of her small Dallas apartment. As she sat up, her gaze fell on her mother, Elena, still asleep on the worn couch, surrounded by a sea of medical bills. Anna's heart clenched at the sight. At just 25, she shouldered the weight of being the sole provider for her family. With practiced efficiency, she donned her chef's uniform, the crisp white fabric a stark contrast to the faded walls of their modest home. She paused at the mirror, adjusting her name tag and smoothing her dark hair into a tight bun. Another day, another dollar, she whispered to herself, a mantra that had become both a comfort and a harsh reminder of her reality. The streets of Dallas were quiet as Anna made her way to work, the early morning chill nipping at her cheeks. The city was just beginning to stir, but Anna's mind was already racing with the day ahead. She pushed open the heavy doors of La Estrella, the upscale restaurant where she had worked tirelessly for the past 3 years. The kitchen buzzed with pre-shift activity. Pots clanged, knives chopped rhythmically, and the air was thick with the aroma of simmering sauces and freshly baked bread. Anna tied her apron with practiced ease, nodding to her fellow chefs as she made her way to her station. "Ramirez!" The sharp voice of Mr. Martinez, the restaurant manager, cut through the kitchen din. "I need you on your A-game today. We've got some VIPs coming in." Anna nodded, her spine straightening under Mr. Martinez's critical gaze. "Yes, sir, you can count on me." As she began prepping for the day's service, Anna couldn't help but overhear the whispered conversations around her. Rumors of celebrity guests and high-profile diners swirled through the kitchen like steam from a boiling pot. "I heard the Mavericks might show up," one of the servers whispered excitedly. "As if," another scoffed. "They wouldn't come to a place like this." Anna kept her head down, focusing on her work. She had learned long ago that in this kitchen, speculation was a luxury she couldn't afford. Her hands moved with practiced precision as she chopped vegetables and seasoned meats, each movement a testament to her skill and dedication. As the lunch service began, Anna fell into the familiar rhythm of the kitchen. Orders came in rapid fire, and she met each challenge with unwavering focus. It wasn't until a commotion from the dining room caught her attention that she looked up from her station. Through the kitchen doors, she glimpsed a tall figure entering the restaurant. The man was dressed casually in jeans and a simple t-shirt, but there was something about his presence that commanded attention. Anna watched as the other staff members whispered and stared, some with disdain, others with barely concealed excitement. Curiosity got the better of her, and Anna found herself drawn to the dining room. As she approached, she realized with a start that she recognized the man. It was Luka Dončić, the star player of the Dallas Mavericks. But unlike her co-workers, who seemed either starstruck or dismissive, Anna saw only a customer in need of service. Taking a deep breath, she stepped forward. "Welcome to La Estrella," she said with a warm smile. "Can I recommend our house specialty? The grilled chicken is particularly excellent today." Luka looked up, seeming surprised by her friendly approach. He smiled back, a gesture that transformed his face from reserved to boyishly charming. "Actually," he said, his accent softening. His words, "I was thinking of something lighter. Do you have any salads you'd recommend?" As Anna began to describe their salad offerings, she felt the weight of disapproving stares from her co-workers. Mr. Martinez's voice rang out sharply from across the room. "Ramirez, what are you doing out of the kitchen?" Anna's heart raced, but she stood her ground. "Just taking a customer's order, sir," she replied, her voice steady despite her nerves. Little did Anna know that this simple act of kindness and professionalism would set in motion a chain of events that would change her life forever. As she returned to the kitchen to prepare Luka's salad, the tension in the air was palpable. The storm was brewing, and Anna was at its center. As Anna returned to the kitchen, the atmosphere had shifted palpably. Whispers and sideways glances followed her every move. She could feel the weight of judgment from her colleagues, but she pushed it aside, focusing on preparing the perfect salad for Luka Dončić. Her hands moved with practiced precision as she selected the freshest greens, vibrant vegetables, and a light vinaigrette. Each ingredient was chosen with care, a testament to her dedication to her craft. As she worked, she couldn't help but overhear the hushed conversations around her. "Can you believe she just walked out there like that?" one of the line cooks muttered. "Martinez is going to have her head," another replied, their tone a mix of fear and anticipation. Anna took a deep breath, steeling herself against the growing tension. She had always prided herself on treating every customer with respect, regardless of their status. Why should this be any different? As she put the finishing touches on the salad, Mr. Martinez burst into the kitchen, his face flushed with anger. "Ramirez," he barked, "my office now!" Anna's heart sank, but she held her head high as she followed him, aware of the eyes of every staff member following her. Once inside the small, cluttered office, Mr. Martinez slammed the door shut. "What were you thinking?" he hissed, his voice low but filled with fury. "You know the rules. Chefs stay in the kitchen, period." "Sir," Anna began, her voice steady despite her racing heart, "I saw a customer who needed assistance. I was just trying to provide good service." "Good service?" Mr. Martinez scoffed. "That man out there is Luka Dončić. He's not just some regular customer. Do you have any idea how much attention he brings? We can't have kitchen staff mingling with celebrities." Anna felt a flare of indignation. "With all due respect, sir, I didn't see a celebrity. I saw a person who came here for a meal, just like anyone else." Mr. Martinez's face darkened. "That's your problem, Ramirez. You don't see the big picture. This restaurant has a reputation to maintain. We can't have you running around playing waitress to every Tom, Dick, and NBA star who walks through that door." "But, sir—" "No buts," he cut her off. "I've had enough of your insubordination. You're fired. Clean out your station and leave, now." The words hit Anna like a physical blow. Fired? Her mind reeled, thoughts of her mother and their mounting bills flooding her consciousness. How would they survive? In a daze, Anna left the office. The kitchen had fallen eerily silent, all eyes on her as she made her way to her station. With trembling hands, she began to gather her personal items, her prized set of knives, a few, cherished recipes, photos of her family tucked away in her locker. As she packed, she caught sight of Luka through the kitchen doors. He was watching the scene unfold, his expression a mix of confusion and concern. Their eyes met briefly, and Anna felt a surge of emotion, embarrassment, anger, fear, before she quickly looked away. With her belongings in hand, Anna made her way towards the exit. As she passed through the dining area, she heard Luka's voice, soft but clear. "Excuse me," he said, addressing Mr. Martinez. "Is everything okay? The chef who helped me, is she all right?" Mr. Martinez's response was hushed, but Anna could hear the false cheeriness in his tone. "Everything's fine, Mr. Dončić, just a small staffing issue, nothing for you to worry about." Anna didn't wait to hear more. With her head held high, fighting back tears, she pushed through the restaurant doors and out into the bustling streets of Dallas. The midday sun beat down on her, a stark contrast to the dark cloud that seemed to hover over her. As she walked away from La Estrella, her mind raced. What would she do now? How would she face her mother? The weight of her sudden unemployment pressed down on her, threatening to crush her spirit. But even in her distress, a small part of Anna knew she had done the right thing. She had treated Luka Dončić with kindness and respect. just as she would any other person. And if that cost her this job, well, perhaps it wasn't the right place for her after all. Little did Anna know that her act of simple human decency was about to set off a chain of events that would change her life in ways she could never have imagined. As she walked home, her chef's uniform a bittersweet reminder of what she had lost. The first whispers of her story were already beginning to spread through the busy streets of Dallas. Anna trudged up the stairs to her apartment, her footsteps heavy with the weight of her misfortune. As she fumbled with her keys, her phone buzzed insistently in her pocket. Sighing, she pulled it out to find a flurry of notifications from her best friend, Carla. "Anna, OMG, are you okay? I just saw what happened on Twitter." Confused, Anna unlocked her phone and opened the app. Her eyes widened as she scrolled through a rapidly growing thread. Someone had recorded her interaction with Luka Dončić and her subsequent dismissal, and the video was going viral. Justice for Anna was trending, with thousands of people expressing outrage at her treatment. Amid the sea of supportive messages, one tweet stood out. It was from Luka Dončić himself. "I was deeply disappointed by what happened at La Estrella today. The chef who helped me, Anna, showed nothing but kindness and professionalism. She didn't deserve to lose her job for treating me like a normal person. This isn't right. Justice for Anna." Anna's hands trembled as she read and reread the message. She sank onto her worn couch, her mind reeling. How had this become such a big deal? Her phone rang, startling her out of her daze. It was an unknown number. Hesitantly, she answered. "Hello, is this Ana Ramirez?" A friendly female voice asked. "Yes, this is she," Anna replied cautiously. "Hi, Anna. My name is Sarah Thompson. I'm calling on behalf of Luka Dončić. He'd like to speak with you about what happened today, if you're willing." Anna's heart raced. I don't understand. Why would he want to talk to me?" Sarah's voice softened. "Luka was really impressed by your kindness today, and he's upset about what happened to you. He'd like to help if he can." Anna's mind whirled with possibilities. Could this be real, or was it some cruel prank? I'm not sure," Anna hesitated. "I completely understand your hesitation," Sarah assured her. "How about we meet somewhere public? There's a coffee shop near the Mavericks practice facility. Would you be comfortable meeting there tomorrow morning?" After a moment's consideration, Anna agreed. As she hung up, a mix of emotions washed over her: hope, anxiety, disbelief. The next morning, Anna found herself sitting in a cozy corner of the coffee shop, nervously fiddling with her cup. The door chimed, and she looked up to see Luka Dončić himself walk in, accompanied by Sarah. Luka's face broke into a warm smile as he approached. "Anna," he said, extending his hand. "It's good to see you again. I'm so sorry about what happened yesterday." Anna shook his hand, still in disbelief. "Mr. Dončić, I thank you for reaching out, but I don't understand why you're doing this." Luka sat down across from her, his expression sincere. "Please call me Luka, and I'm doing this because what happened to you wasn't right. You were just doing your job and doing it well. No one should be punished for that." As they talked, Anna found herself opening up about her situation, her struggles to support her family, her passion for cooking, her dreams of one day owning her own restaurant. Luka listened intently, nodding in understanding. "Anna," he said finally, "I want to help. I have connections with some of the best restaurants in Dallas. Would you be interested in a new job opportunity?" Anna's eyes widened. "Are you serious?" Luka grinned. "Absolutely. Your talent shouldn't go to waste, and I think I know just the place that would be perfect for you." As they discussed the possibilities, Anna felt a weight lifting from her shoulders. For the first time since her dismissal, she felt hope blooming in her chest. Meanwhile, outside the coffee shop, a small crowd had gathered. Word had spread that Luka Dončić was meeting with the chef from the viral video, and curious onlookers and a few journalists were eagerly waiting for any news. As Anna and Luka emerged from the coffee shop, camera flashes erupted. Luka, used to the attention, smoothly stepped in front of Anna, shielding her from the brunt of it. "Mr. Dončić," a reporter called out. "Can you tell us about your meeting with Anna?" Luka glanced at Anna, silently asking for permission. She nodded, stepping forward. "Anna is an incredibly talented chef who was unfairly treated," Luka stated firmly. "I'm proud to say that we're working together to find her a new position where her skills will be truly appreciated." Anna, emboldened by Luka's support, added, "I'm grateful for this opportunity. I hope my story encourages others to stand up for what's right, even when it's difficult." As they parted ways, Anna felt a surge of excitement. Her world had been turned upside down in just 48 hours, but for the first time in years, she felt like she was on the brink of something wonderful. Little did she know, her journey was far from over. The viral story of the chef who stood up for equality was about to open doors she never imagined possible. The following weeks were a whirlwind for Anna. True to his word, Luka had put her in touch with Marcus Green, the owner of Harvest, one of Dallas's most prestigious farm-to-table restaurants. Known for its innovative cuisine and commitment to local ingredients, Harvest had always been a dream workplace for Anna. As she stood outside the sleek, modern building, Anna took a deep breath, smoothing down her freshly pressed chef's jacket. This was it, her chance at a new beginning. Marcus greeted her warmly, his salt and pepper hair and kind eyes immediately putting her at ease. "Anna, welcome to Harvest. Luka spoke very highly of you, and after reviewing your resume, I can see why." Anna blushed slightly, still not used to the praise. "Thank you for this opportunity, Mr. Green. I promise I won't let you down." Marcus chuckled. "Please call me Marcus, and I have no doubt you'll excel here. Now let me show you around." As they toured the kitchen, Anna's eyes widened in awe. The state-of-the-art equipment, the meticulously organized prep stations, the bustling energy of chefs working in perfect harmony. It was everything she had ever dreamed of. "And this," Marcus said, gesturing to a vacant station, "will be your area. You'll be working alongside our sous chef, David, developing new recipes and overseeing the lunch service." Anna's heart raced with excitement. This was more responsibility than she'd ever had at La Estrella. "I'm honored, Marcus. Thank you." As Anna settled into her new role, she found herself thriving. The collaborative atmosphere at Harvest was a stark contrast to the rigid hierarchy she was used to. Her ideas were welcomed, her skills appreciated, and for the first time in her career, she felt truly valued. One afternoon, as Anna was experimenting with the new quinoa salad recipe, David approached her station. "Hey, Anna, there's someone here to see you." Curious, Anna made her way to the dining room, where she was surprised to find Sarah, Luka's assistant, waiting for her. "Anna, it's great to see you," Sarah greeted her warmly. "How are you settling in?" "It's been amazing," Anna replied, her enthusiasm evident. "I can't thank Luka enough for his help." Sarah smiled. "Actually, that's part of why I'm here. Luka's been following your progress, and he's really impressed. He was wondering if you'd be interested in a special project." Anna's curiosity piqued. "What kind of project?" "Well," Sarah began, "Luka's been thinking about ways to give back to the community. He wants to start a program teaching kids from underprivileged backgrounds about nutrition and cooking. He thought you might be interested in helping develop the curriculum." Anna's eyes widened. "Are you serious? That sounds incredible." Sarah nodded. "We think your experience and passion would be perfect for this. Of course, it would be in addition to your work here at Harvest. We've already spoken to Marcus, and he's on board." As the details of the project unfolded, Anna felt a surge of excitement. This was an opportunity not just to cook, but to make a real difference in people's lives. Over the next few months, Anna threw herself into both her work at Harvest and the development of the cooking program. She worked long hours, perfecting recipes by day and crafting lesson plans by night. But unlike the exhaustion she'd felt at La Estrella, this work energized her. The program, which they named Seeds of Change, launched with great success. Anna found herself teaching classes twice a week, watching with pride as young faces lit up with the joy of creating something delicious and nutritious. One evening, as Anna was locking up after a particularly successful class, she felt a tap on her shoulder. She turned to find Luka standing there, a warm smile on his face. "I hope you don't mind," he said, "but I wanted to see the program in action." "Anna, what you're doing here, it's incredible." Anna felt a flush of pride. "Thank you, Luka, for everything. You didn't just help me find a new job. You've given me a chance to pursue my passion in ways I never imagined." Luka shook his head. "I may have opened a door, Anna, but you're the one who walked through it. You're the one making all of this happen." As they chatted, discussing the program's success and future plans, Anna realized how far she'd come. From the struggling chef at La Estrella to a respected culinary professional making a difference in her community, it was more than she'd ever dared to dream. Little did Anna know, her journey was about to take another unexpected turn. As news of Seeds of Change spread, media attention began to focus not just on Luka's involvement, but on the passionate chef behind the program. Anna's story of resilience and dedication was about to inspire a whole new audience, opening doors she never even knew existed. 6 months had passed since Anna's life had been turned upside down, and the transformation was remarkable. As she stood in front of the mirror, adjusting her chef's jacket emblazoned with the Harvest logo, she barely recognized the confident woman staring back at her. The buzz of her phone interrupted her reverie. It was a text from Marcus. "Big news. Check your email ASAP." Intrigued, Anna opened her inbox to find an invitation that made her heart skip a beat. The subject line read, "Dallas Morning News. Interview request." The email explained that they wanted to feature Anna in a prominent story about local heroes making a difference in the community. They were interested in her journey from being fired at La Estrella to becoming a rising star in the culinary world and a mentor to underprivileged youth. Anna's hands trembled as she read the email again and again. This was bigger than anything she had ever imagined. She quickly called Marcus, who was thrilled. "This is huge, Anna," he exclaimed. "It's not just great publicity for Harvest and Seeds of Change, but it's a chance to share your story and inspire others. You should do it." With Marcus's encouragement and after a supportive call from Luka, Anna agreed to the interview. The day of the interview arrived, and Anna found herself seated across from Jessica Chen, a respected journalist known for her in-depth profiles. As the cameras rolled, Anna took a deep breath and began to share her story. She spoke about her struggles as the sole provider for her family, the challenges she faced in the male-dominated restaurant industry, and the fateful day she met Luka Dončić. Her voice grew stronger as she described the launch of Seeds of Change and the joy of watching her students discover their passion for cooking. "What would you say to someone who's facing adversity in their career?" Jessica asked. Anna paused, considering her words carefully. "I would say, don't let one setback define you. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, to reassess what truly matters to you, and most importantly, never compromise your values. Treating people with kindness and respect is always the right choice, even if it doesn't seem that way in the moment." As the interview concluded, Jessica smiled warmly. "Anna, your story is truly inspiring. I have a feeling it's going to resonate with a lot of people." She had no idea how right she was. When the article was published, it went viral almost immediately. Anna's inbox was flooded with messages from people all over the country, sharing their own stories of workplace struggles and thanking her for her courage. The impact rippled beyond Dallas. National news outlets picked up the story, and soon Anna found herself fielding interview requests from major networks. Seeds of Change received an influx of donations and volunteer applications. Other NBA teams reached out, interested in starting similar programs in their cities. Amidst the whirlwind of attention, Anna remained grounded. She continued her work at Harvest, pouring her heart into every dish she created. She expanded Seeds of Change, partnering with local schools to reach even more children. One evening, as Anna was leaving Harvest after a long shift, she found Luka waiting for her in the parking lot. "Luka!" she exclaimed, surprised. "What are you doing here?" He smiled, a hint of mischief in his eyes. "I have a proposition for you, Anna. How would you feel about writing a cookbook?" Anna's jaw dropped. "A cookbook? Me?" Luka nodded enthusiastically. "Not just any cookbook. We want to create something that combines your culinary expertise with the mission of Seeds of Change. Healthy, affordable recipes that families can make together. And the best part? All proceeds will go towards expanding the program nationwide." Tears welled up in Anna's eyes as the magnitude of the opportunity sank in. This wasn't just about her anymore. It was a chance to impact lives across the country, to spread the joy of cooking and the importance of nutrition to countless families. "Luka," she said, her voice thick with emotion, "I don't know what to say. It's beyond anything I ever dreamed of." He placed a hand on her shoulder, his expression serious. "You've earned this, Anna. Your talent, your dedication, your heart, that's what's brought you here. You took a moment of adversity and turned it into a movement. You should be proud." As Anna drove home that night, her mind reeling with possibilities for the cookbook, she couldn't help but marvel at the journey that had brought her here. From a struggling chef to a community leader, from anonymity to inspiring others across the nation, all because she chose to treat everyone, even a famous basketball player, with simple human kindness. She thought about the young girl she once was dreaming of making a difference through her cooking. That girl could never have imagined this path, but Anna realized that in many ways she had exceeded even her wildest dreams. As she pulled up to her apartment building, she saw her mother waiting for her, a newspaper in hand and a proud smile on her face. Anna felt a warmth spread through her chest. This success wasn't just hers. It belonged to everyone who had supported her, believed in her, and given her a chance. Anna stepped out of the car, ready to embrace whatever challenges and opportunities tomorrow might bring. She had learned that with passion, perseverance, and a little bit of kindness, anything was possible. Her journey wasn't over. In many ways, it felt like it was just beginning, and as the stars twinkled over Dallas, Anna Ramirez, once a struggling chef and now an inspiration to many, knew that the best was yet to come.